in the background, I'm assuming.
No.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
title of the show is Kross Puts Joe to Sleep. It's one of the few times I pick a thumbnail that goes with my title.
So it has nothing to do with Scarlett in the background. Yeah, she's out of focus. I thought you would go Mandy. I thought you would go Mandy.
I thought I'd go Mandy too, but I didn't.
And then, AEW gets no love ever in these thumbnails. Ever. Cause I forgot what the rule was, but you said no.
The disrespect shown to Joe here couldn't get him a shirt that fit. Oh my god, that was a tight fitting shirt.
Yeah, but it's okay, man. He was in charge. He was largely in charge. Oh no, this one looks like he's choking on his food. Like,
So, Marcus, I'm going to tell my kids this was on Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
That's the immovable force we see. Immovable object? Nah, you can't. Hogan was a tall man. Yeah, at least they asked Rey Mysterio versus the Big Show.
No, Rey Mysterio would come up to Raquel's thigh if we're doing that comparison.
Yeah, you might be right, but this looks like somebody's really upset about something. You sleep with my man. You slept with my man. And she's like, yeah. I'll beat your ass and your man's ass.
Look at Shiley. She's ready to say bitch. Look at that. Ready. It dialed up.
Yeah. I'm sure someone's going to call somebody a bitch this feud. There's never been a women's title feud in which no one has called someone a bitch. I feel like that's a given. That's a given. No matter what company you're in, you have to randomly call your opponent a bitch.
Okay, so here the race war part 2. Because this originally played out on Raw last year with Andrade and what was his name?
He's still in the company. He's still in the company, Manny. How dare you?
The first name in my mind that came to mind was S.A. Rios, and it ain't S.A. Rios.
Angel Garza, Manny.
There we go. Angel Garza.
And Selena Vega. And this is the continued race war of black and brown relations being torn to shreds in the Performance Center. Although Hit Row had no reason to be out there. No reason.
They did.
They didn't.
Provoked.
Unprovoked. You're the champion.
Provoked.
You don't have to call. It don't matter what he said. You're the champion. They supposed to walk out on you. You don't supposed to come out later.
There was an unprovoked later on in the evening, which we'll get onto when we get to reviewing the shows. So I'm going to say this right now, Marcus. Are you ready to start that show that man's pointing at?
No.
You're not?
No. Oh, but yes. Our show, yes. For some reason, I said, are you ready for the feud that man's ready to start? Because I want this man to leave. Go away. Go away. Leave these little grounds, all right? Your wife is in arenas doing stuff. You are still in this Performance Center, and now you are fighting Bronson Reed, who I thought was gone too. Both of you guys need to leave and go away.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey. Oh. Check out Marcus here, man. He should. I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous. Go sleep, Joe. No. Go sleep, Joe. No. Ah!
This is more like when you have an animal, like a dog, and you don't want him to swallow the thing. You don't want him to swallow the thing.
Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Don't eat that chocolate, dog.
Don't eat that sugar, you're gonna die. Spit it out!
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm joined by
Marcus the Grand Finale. Oh, Booker T, entrance right there. I haven't did. No one does the pinky in the air dance anymore. Very underrated dance.
Wait, is it really necessary?
It is. It was necessary, but Booker did it.
No, you need the music to go with it.
Yeah, and the cake. Oh, hell, King Booker!
So how you doing today, Marcus?
I am fantastic. Another exciting night of wrestling to watch in one night, basically. I know NXT happens Tuesday, but it's still Wednesday to me, damn it.
So let's get into NXT. NXT kicked off with Ember Moon versus Dakota Kai. I kind of really liked this match, even though it was very sloppy at first.
Whoa. You can't go with an apology. It felt like an apology that you went with. First of all, it was Ember Moon and Dakota Kai. First of all, guys, I really like this match. Just to paraphrase, before I get any heat, I like this match before we go any further. But Manny, I'm going to say here too, I like the match too. It was sloppy, but you know what? It was physical. They went back and forth. It got me hyped for this night. It was a good startup match for the night.
Do you know the other part I really enjoyed? The shit talking. Raquel just yelling at Ember. You're nothing without Shotzi. You're nothing.
Shotzi's gone. Shotzi's out of here. They chose her. I know she was saying this. They chose her over you. All right? They never want you back. You're never going back to the main roster. Vince McMahon hates you. He hates you. He'll never like you. He'll call you the not so good Naomi. That's what he calls you.
The not so good Naomi. And then Xia Li comes out, challenges Raquel. Raquel states that she hopes she shows up this time.
Yes. And very disrespectful. Dakota Kai wins this match. Back and forth, and Xia Li just ignores her like, yeah, I'm not going to mid-management. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. I don't need to go to you, mid-management, Dakota Kai. I'm going to the manager today, and I'm going to tell the manager a piece of my mind, and that I'm going to challenge her, and that I don't have to go through her means. I don't have to go to the labors of Raquel, okay, or the labors of Xia Li. She went out there without Boa, so you know she meant business. Boa probably would have got his ass kicked.
We hear from Bivens. So we finally get
no plans.
So we finally understand the everyone's role in the Diamond Mine. Roddy is the best fighter. That's not true. Okay. Suzuki is the best coach. He doesn't look interested to be there. I've never seen a man. I've never seen a man look more uninterested in his job.
He only cares about coaching. This is not the coaching part. It's the playing. He's interested in coaching. He's drawing it up in the back. That's what he's animated. It's like, come on, it's very fucking simple back there, Tyler. It's very simple back there. Okay? Roll-ups equal victories.
And then Rust is the best prospect when they are challenged by Bobby Fish. So they...
Only when challenged by Bobby Fish. Other than that, it's like, could be anybody.
And then, I gave this a strike, Marcus.
Wow! I agree.
I didn't like how basic it was. I didn't like how many snapmares there was in this match. I've never seen a snapmare used that much than a game of Snap. There are at least 4.
I didn't count the snapmares, but there was enough that I did notice a bunch of snapmares. The whole thing about this match, I just don't find Diamond Mine interesting at all. At all. And Bobby Fish, by himself, it's just not interesting as well. The man can look good in the suit, but that's as far as he goes. He should probably be a manager of some kind or something. But I feel like this match was unnecessary. There's nothing special about the Diamond Mine, and this is what, week 2 or 3 of the Diamond Mine of our 8 weeks of Diamond Mine. Should give him a chance.
Well, no. I gave it 8 weeks. You were the one that was like, I was being a bit heartless, giving it 8 weeks.
Oh, I feel that's too much now. I have totally transitioned on that and saying this is not gonna work. This is not good. This is not it. There's nothing different about them. I need vignettes. Show me Suzuki coaching with the X's and O's and a whiteboard and getting frustrated. Show me Roddy's. Show me a new fight. Show me why Roddy's the best fighter. What can he really do? Other than what I've seen Roddy Strong do for the past 5,000 years of watching Roddy Strong matches.
Oh, and this is a live image taken from NXT. How does Bivens still look photoshopped in? It's a real image.
I do not like that Tyler Russ is not wearing pants in this scene. I know he had a match, but the jackets and no pants look it's gross.
And Suzuki still looks like he doesn't want to be there. Bivens just looks happy to be on TV.
Yeah, he's like, every week, Diamond Mine. Although, considering the rate we are going, I kind of want them to trade one of the guys to the main roster and just be like, what the fuck? Because seems like the rate NXT is at right now. And when Vince went to the Performance Center, I'm taking her. I take her, but I think I got one of those, but I think I can do better.
And then Kushida makes a save as it looked like a mugging was about to happen at the end of the match. And I didn't like the end of the match either. I've seen Bobby Fish compete in War Games matches where he's beaten with chairs and everything, and you're telling me he's distracted by Roderick Strong enough for a kick to the face to put him out? No, sir. No.
Bobby Fish is in his older age, Manny, where it seems like anything can take him out, and I felt like he was fragile this entire match, and I thought the kick was enough. I thought the kick was enough for the simple fact Bobby Fish is nothing now. He's nothing. But I don't know why he reminded me of Conor McGregor in this. Maybe it's because of the facial hair, but he reminded me of Conor and just be like, this guy might be washed. This is it.
So, what happened next? I actually enjoyed it. Cameron Grimes, the butler. I'll do all the segments at once. LA Knight gets given a makeover. No, LA Knight gives Cameron Grimes a makeover before he gets his first job to manually mow a lawn, which Cameron Grimes seems happy about till he delegates the job to a child.
Hispanic child.
There's multiple things wrong with this segment.
What's that?
Cameron Grimes was standing in his skivvies in front of a child. His dick was hanging out in front of a child.
I was more about the racial implications that he hired a Mexican in both his life. That's what I was more. And I was like, you know what? It fits the Ted DiBiase both.
Given there's already issues with Austin Theory, and a man that's already been released on Velveteen Dream with young children, should he really be standing there with his dick hanging out?
It wasn't hanging out. It was on national TV, damn it. It was very skimpy, you know. I have no defense of Cameron Grimes in this scenario. But the kid was that far away. He paid the kid very well, all right? He paid the kid very well. But here's my thing. And this is how every butler thing should go. Just because I'm your butler don't mean I'm going to do a good job. Ever. At anything. But Cameron Grimes actually went way. It's like, I'm not mowing this lawn. I just pay somebody else to do it. Makes sense. I don't understand.
To be fair,
backfire.
The stipulation said I have to be your butler. The stipulation didn't say he was going to pay him. So technically, he's right in his thinking of he can get someone else to do it.
Yeah. All this logically plays out. It makes sense, and I believe LA Knight did not think this through. When it comes down to these whole slave butler things, it's like, yeah, this backfired. You got to throw the stipulation. You have to do what I want, and you can't put hands on me, or you're fired from NXT. I don't understand the makeover though. I was like, he just trimmed everything up. It wasn't. He could have fucked him up. He chose not to.
So, and then we get Gigi Dolan versus Sarai. Was Gigi Dolan in that backstage promo they shot? Was she high? The way she was speaking, and Sarai just looked scared and was like, I'll challenge you to a match. I challenge you to a match. Yes.
I think she's just really bad on the microphone, Manny. And she is a scripper. I think that's her gimmick, just scripping. And, you know, and Sarai was like, yeah, I get to fight you because Tony Storm don't have time for this shit.
Well, Tony Storm is coming
Storm
soon.
is gone. Yeah, she's gone.
And then...
Do you think that was the original plan? Do you think that they were like, oh, Vince decided to take Tony Storm. Fuck!
Well, I think Vince decided to take Tony Storm and then this showed up.
I upgraded my blondes.
Well, you see, I thought a stray Lashley woman was let loose. she got separate. She got separated from the herd, Marcus, and we needed MVP the Shepherd to come along and bring her back to the rest of the herd.
Yeah. This was the collateral damage of MVP's angry, bad week of losing to Xavier Woods. Is that the ladies of last year now back in the streets? One showed up on NXT. But no, when she showed up, I was like, there we go, V-Trigger! V-Trigger versus V-Trigger on Wednesday nights. And I go, wait, I forgot they're on Tuesday. I forgot it's not the Wednesday night.
This is what's going to bring him back to Wednesday.
Yes! The V-Trigger of Mandy Rose. Again, I have said this. Billie Kay is out the game of the WWE. I can no longer say she deserves better. She got fired, and there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot change it.
Well, she gave Billie Kay Jessie McKay put Billie Kay in a rest in peace box earlier this week.
Ah.
On her Instagram when she said, "I will miss you, Billie Kay."
Damn it.
She killed off Billie Kay.
Billie Kay is dead. It's like that time El Generico disappeared in Mexico. Hurts. But Mandy Rose, I don't know why I call her Rose like she was related to Cody. It is a shocker. I feel like she can use the work in the Performance Center. And she can time tune that V trigger, and she's back on it, and she deserves better. She's going to become something, unless they had told he's like she's going to be the manager of somebody.
Yeah. And then
what about Dana?
Dana's going to be fired, Marcus.
All right, Betty, are you upset? And I think there was a little outrage that they decided to end, I'm assuming, the Natty feud right away. What was that? Did I lose connection?
No.
I can't hear anything anymore.
What?
I think I lost connection a little bit. Okay, now I can hear again. But yeah, I lost connection right here. Well, anyway, who knows what that was about. But do you feel upset in that tiny outrage that the Natty Tamina, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose feud might be over and we're never going to get a payoff to it?
Marcus, I didn't need a payoff to that.
I feel like there's a little outrage out there.
Marcus, I'm not going to lose any sleep the fact that I didn't get a payoff to Dana Brooke and Mandy versus Tamina and Natty.
I kind of want the payoff to be Mandy Rose is gone, and they're just beating the shit out of Dana Brooke in the back for no reason. It's so big, like you have no protection. No one can save you.
So what happens next?
It's a horror story.
Is the Race War Part 2. Legado del Fantasma took shots at Hit Row and the Cypher last week. So during the Dexter Lumis and Santos Escobar match, there's lots of interference by his goons, but it was still an enjoyable match. Candice interrupts the Index love story.
Yes.
You know, very sad.
What a struggle. That's the semblance of their entire relationship right there. That struggle. Like her carrying. When she did, I was like, she can't carry that man. She can't do it. And when they dropped the rep, I was like, yeah, that's right. That's probably.
I ain't seen nothing more impressive since Lex Luger slammed Yokozuna.
That was love right there, Manny. That was love.
Yeah, and then the stare-off happened.
Yep.
But I feel like they need a woman now.
Maybe they will. But you wanted though. You trying to throw in Catalina Garcia. That's what you're trying to do.
I want Catalina Garcia because I need B-Fab to actually prove that she can actually do something other than just stand there
and talk shit. That's what she needs. That's what her job is.
She needs to do something. Someone with that type of physique needs to be able to do something.
But can I tell you someone who's in the wrong scene right there? It's clearly Ashanti the Adonis. I feel like he's in a Western. I feel like he's gonna put. He's like you challenge me. He looks like the leader of the group for some reason, and he looks like he's about to draw a gun on somebody.
Okay, no, I see where you're getting at. I feel like Swerve has borrowed Adonis's clothes.
Yes.
Adonis has an audition for a movie for a role that is a space cowboy.
I'll be a Huckleberry. Like, what is he doing? Homeboys in Outer Space Part 2, but this time it's Cowboys in Outer Space. It's a prequel to that series.
And this week there wasn't enough Top Dollar.
No, he took a back seat, and he should never do it. Like, he's just over there in the corner. I feel like he should have been in the middle. I would have rearranged that whole set. Rearrange the whole setup right there. And I think they're going to go full handicap match, and B-Fab is going to be on the apron with them as they fight Legado del Fantasma. It will even things out because Ashanti the Adonis is a jobber, and he cannot help him.
And then we get Cool Kyle. I'm not sure what he's trying to get as promo. He alludes to a third match and says he's the guy that can and will end Adam Cole.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah. And then Adam Cole, instead of... He says his stuff to Kyle, but it turns his attention to Samoa Joe. But he states no one is man enough to face him, and he is met by Bronson Reed. Bronson said he's got nothing to lose and states all eyes are on him, calls Adam Cole his golden opportunity before dropping Adam Cole. And then out comes Samoa Joe in the tightest referee shirt known to man.
I'm sure there's been tighter. But I'm also sure that Joe needed a razor blade to get out that shirt. Just cut it off. I don't even know how we got this on. I feel like they sewed this on while I was standing here.
So
it wasn't the choke that made him pass out. He was passing out from the shirt. It's just too tight.
So we have Duke Hudson. Duke Hudson versus Ikemen Jiro. Good match. It started off a bit, but then it picked up, and right. I always like the Boss Man Slam. You can't be mad at someone that does a Boss Man Slam.
You can't be mad at somebody that does the Boss Man Slam. Because Wade Barrett was like, I called that the Winds of Change when I did it.
Yeah, and he constantly made reference to, he looks like a young Wade Barrett.
He did look like a Wade Barrett. He reminded me of Wade Barrett and JBL had a baby. But then again, it's more Wade Barrett had the dominant gene.
And also, because I don't watch 205 Live, I was made aware of this suit jacket.
I don't know how he's able to wrestle with the suit jacket and use it as a weapon for most of that match. How dare he? How dare he?
I'm telling you, Seth's probably jealous right now.
I don't have a watermelon jacket. Becky!
Look how majestical his hair looks and how it plays off against that watermelon jacket.
All right, in this breakout star match, Manny, did anybody in this match break out? Or in their segments and video packages, did they break out?
Brandon Venk, what's his name? I just said it.
It's Duke.
Duke Hudson seems like someone that's cocky enough to win this.
Yeah, but with a name like Duke Hudson, I expect you to smoke.
I
want cigarettes. I want cigarettes, and I want you to smell like tobacco and whiskey that I've never, and drinking bottles of whiskey that no one's ever heard of.
I want the replacement big guy to win. Odyssey Jones, I believe his name is.
His name can't be Honesty Jones.
Odyssey.
Oh, Odyssey. I think that Honesty Jones.
There are people in this universe called Honesty.
There's no one in this universe called Honesty. No one. You will never meet an Honesty.
You will. There's people called Honor.
Yeah, but his name's not Honesty. My name's Honesty. Honesty Jones. That can't be your real name. It is.
Because
you're a fucking lie. I like that Honesty Jones. If your name is named Honesty, someone would be like, "That's not your real name." Already called him a liar. They already lost it. Right off the bat. That's not your real name, is it? Yes, it is. Damn. He was honest.
So in the back, Pete Dunne is asked who he would rather face from the main event. He said he doesn't care, and reminds both of them that he is the best technician and the baddest man on NXT.
And hold up. Just like Thatcher came up, hey man, you gotta pick one. All right? There's only so many monikers we can have in this locker room. You can't have both monikers of being the baddest man and best technician. You got to pivot somewhere.
And then you know what that followed this? An unprovoked attack by Ciampa. Unprovoked. Yeah. Unprovoked.
Well, Ciampa's an old man, so you should be expecting old man attacks.
You were about to call him an old lunatic.
Yeah, I was. But I think Dean Ambrose still has that copywritten somewhere. God rest his soul. Him, Billy Kay, and El Generico. All those old names.
So...
And Brandon Vink. He's also in that bot.
So we have the KC Express versus Aaliyah and Jessica Mayo. I've got two bits of praise for this.
Okay, go ahead, because I'm gonna
that Northern Light suplex.
Yes.
Magnificent.
Yes.
And what the hell? That 450 neck breaker. Double team move. Insane.
Yes.
Insane. Everything else trash.
Hold on. No, don't you do that. I'm going down as my favorite Aaliyah match of all time.
Marcus, I'll give you. Aaliyah has made strides of improvement.
Yes.
I'm firing Jessica Mayo.
Yeah, she's trash. I can't make no money out of that.
She's too tall to be that terrible.
Is she the worst big girl in the game? We always have the best. She's the worst big man. She might be the worst big girl in the game.
She's the worst big girl in the game.
I'm gonna say the most emotional moment of me and watching wrestling this week had nothing to do with Bobby Lashley becoming mid-management Bobby Lashley and had enough of these people fucking with him, or it wasn't Mandy Rose being the shock value of NXT. It wasn't anything on AEW. My moment of the week is the Aaliyah send-off. She's finally out. She's been down there since the beginning. She's went through multiple gimmick changes, multiple careers. She finally found Robert Stone. I'm shocked she made it through the cuts, but she was in a deal for Mandy Rose and players to be named later and cash consideration. But she is being called up to go into obscurity. I don't see her going far on the main roster, but this was a moment in which she sucked it in as the crowd finally cheered her.
That was the biggest pop she's ever had in her life.
Yeah, in her 20-year wrestling career, and I know she's only like 25, I don't care. In her 20-year wrestling career, she has never got a reaction, and this was it. They were so happy, and they were like, kick him again, kick me in. She did it, and she left a babyface after being a heel the entire time.
Yeah, and then I still love that there was barely understanding of what was going on. So like we had Kamea looking confused outside. You had Frankie Monet come out, walks off with Kamea. I thought that was a weird love story that was happening, still unexplained. things groveling with one shoe on, and then at the back, Mandy Rose walks past all of them, and I guess the Robert Stone brand's under new management. I'm like, get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You're here causing trouble. Wait, I see you in the parking lot. But yeah, this is it. This is the big move. The what were they called? Absolution? With Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose?
Yeah, Absolution.
They completely went their all different directions, and I have no idea where Mandy's going now. I don't even see why Vince or Triple H said this deal is happening. Okay, and on both parties. I don't see why this is the deal.
Whether you like it or not, it's happening. Whether you like it or not, it is happening.
I can see them in the back. I want to make a deal with some of their talent on the main roster. Who you have in mind? I want Mandy Rose. That's all I want, Vince. I'm not taking anybody big. I'm not going for Cesaro. I'm going for that. Yeah, but you got to give up Aaliyah. What the fuck, man? You're asking for a lot right now, bitch. You're asking for a lot.
She's my diamond in the rough.
Yeah, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it. All right. You can have her. But I'm taking Toni Storm, and I'm taking Shotzi, and
I'm taking all of them.
And I'm taking the Blackheart name. She don't even get to use that. So, more deals. I hope there's more deals with NXT in the main roster. I hope this isn't the end, and this is just the beginning. Because it seems like this is the weirdest deal, according to that they made this trade. They could have said anybody. They could have said, yeah, they dealt Toni Storm for Mandy Rose. Okay. It seems like that's the deal. No, the report is Aaliyah for Mandy Rose.
That doesn't even seem like a good trade.
No, it doesn't even seem that. That seems like something over dinner. Can I have Aaliyah? Yeah, sure. I'll give you Mandy Rose too. I'll give you Mandy Rose 4. I didn't ask for that.
do you think like you give I'll give you Mandy and Dana? No, Vince, Dana's too much. There's too much.
No. I can't give you both. That's stretching it. You're gonna ruin my women's division if you say Dana Brooke today.
God damn it, Triple H, you got me over. You're bending me over here.
Or the conversation, Vince, you have too many blondes. You gotta get rid of Wood. What? You got too many blondes. Fine, take the one in the tag team. It was supposed to be Dana. I should have said it was supposed to be Dana, not the Queen of the V Trigger. No, ruined.
Wait, it's over now.
Monday Night Raw to the shitter. It's officially dead. It's ready to show that it's gonna drop. It's gonna plummet. Now that Mandy Rose is no longer on there. Who's gonna take pictures in the back and feud with Daddy now?
So we get the Johnny Gargano versus Karrion Kross match with Samoa Joe being a special referee. So Joe is trying to do his job by telling both competitors to protect themselves at all times and obey his commands. Joe is then stared down by Pete Dunne. I think Pete Dunne's more disgusted about the shirt. It's too tight, man. Look, you can see them titties there.
Your nipples are hard. Your nipples are clearly hard, and I don't need to see that. You're disgusting. You're sloppy, Joe. You're sloppy.
Sloppy Joe. The match itself, they paid Kross to be a monster. I liked it. I'm telling you now.
Hold on. Wait a minute. No. You can't just gloss over you liking a Karrion Kross match.
I didn't like
that man. You putting that man in the bin behind you in every single match he's ever been in.
He's still in the bin. He's not good. This is much like the early days of like when they threw Bobby Lashley down everyone's throats. When Bobby Lashley was still very green.
Yep. Yeah, like 2 moves and he wasn't doing anything. It was like, oh, this is happening.
The Bobby Lashley of 10 years ago is the worst version of Bobby Lashley has ever been.
But it is the highlight of his career with the president of the former president of the United States and Vince McMahon. He got to be in that segment. He's gonna live in that forever.
For infamy. Dun, 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 dun.
Every Trump documentary is probably gonna feature that at some point of him shaving Vince McMahon. It's gonna go for history. He was in the ring with the President of the United States, the most infamous president ever. The one for the world ball. So,
and he choked him out.
Huh?
He choked Joe out. Put him to sleep.
Yep. Killed Joe, and I got excited.
Okay, so what did you think of the match?
I thought this was the best Karrion Kross match I've seen, and you know, I could easily say that it was all Gargano, but I thought it was both parties provided, you know, their part at the end. I enjoyed the match. It was very short, considering that most of it was in the commercial break.
Yeah.
And it was like at the last 10 minutes of the show, but it was good. I thought they told a good story. I thought him and Joe going back and forth throughout the match, and then Kross pinning Gargano and then jumping in Joe's face and talking shit. I got Steve Austin vibes when he jumped in Joe's face. Maybe it's because he's bald head goatee and he's cussing out authority. Then he choked Joe out, and I was like, we're getting Joe and Kross. I don't know if it's happening.
You know, if I don't get this particular segment of Joe stalking and terrorizing Scarlett like he did Wendy.
Wendy, oh Wendy.
If he doesn't, I'm 2 thumbs down. Instantly.
Yeah.
Scarlett needs to be taken out. Scarlett needs to be made a point of. I don't care. We live in an equal society. He should be able to get her.
No. He doesn't need to put hands on her. It did make him the villain. Although, I believe Scarlett in the background is choking out with you. Stop it, damn it.
She was not saying this. She was loving it. Do it.
Was she? I for some reason heard her saying, "Don't kill him. What are you doing, you fool? You're gonna cost us everything." That's fat ass Samoa Joe. You're gonna get him killed.
So overall NXT, what did you think about it?
I thought it was a solid show. I didn't think it was the best show, especially because of the bash. I thought that there wasn't much, like, something new. There was a lot of stuff that I was going like, I guess, whatever. Whether it's the Ciampa and damn, I forgot who they attacked. Pete Dunne and Oney Lorcan segment. Yeah. I was like, that's whatever. Bronson Reed and Adam Cole, I was both seeing like, you guys still work here? So I was like, I don't really need that. I enjoyed the main event. I enjoyed the Aaliyah segment for whatever reason. I enjoyed the first match. It was a solid show. I don't know if NXT can have a bad show. It's just that it wasn't the greatest show.
The only thing I didn't think I was going to have to give it a strike, but that Snapmare Fest had deserved the strike.
Diamond Mine doesn't deserve anything. Or they deserve every bad thing.
No, because Bivens is my guy. I will stand by Bivens in war. Whatever war he leads me into. Because you know he's the one going to shit talk us into some type of war.
Yeah. And now Congressman Bivens has something to say. I said, fuck Russia and bomb them. No, Bivens, no! No! It's got World War III.
How do you know? How can you hate this man?
I don't hate the man. I hate the group he's associated with.
Like, how can you be mad at a man that does this? A man that survived this altercation.
I feel like I don't know how he ended up in Diamond Mine. It's just like, this is a product. All right, I got this. I'm going to sell it.
So let's move on to AEW. So I did mention that I added a new thing to the strike counter, and I only added it today while I was watching AEW. It was prompted. It was prompted because I did catch someone's live watch along of AEW yesterday, and they had a brawl counter on the screen as they were watching it. So I decided. So I asked in the mid-card mess yesterday. Well, last night, about 1 a.m. I should have been asleep. How many brawls, interference, and like run-ins would you consider too many for one show? Only one person answered it. They said 3. So if you get above 3 in any of these things, you get a strike.
AEW have
no. And I'm applying this to all shows now.
Oh, wow.
All shows. I may give Raw.
This has become the standard for brawls? I gotta have 3 pull parts?
No. In order to gain the strike, unless the brawl is god awful and you need to give it the strike, 3 it automatically gets a strike for me. You may have your alternative criteria for strikes.
Okay. My alt strikes.
Yeah. But I may, for Raw, because it's a 3-hour show, unlike the others, which are all 2 hours, I may stretch it to 4. But I will test that theory out as we progress.
Raw. They lucky they don't get 2 sometimes.
So
I just want to be like, I'm out. That was a balk.
AEW kicks off with Jon Moxley versus Carl Anderson in the IWGP US title match. This match was all right, but the fans made it seem better than it actually was.
Nothing happened. They were just hyped to be at a wrestling show. Nothing really of any extreme happened. I thought the beginning of the match was the biggest distraction ever when they decided to fight off into the stands. And I was like, there's a real match going on here, guys. And, you know.
Yes, so that was brawl and interference counter number 1.
It was unnecessary.
Unnecessary. But there was parts of this match where, do you know the spot where we always see it when Sammy and Kevin Owens are in the ring and they're hitting each other? It looks incredibly fake. Mm-hmm. Every time these two hit each other, it just looked fake, like they weren't really going at each other.
Yeah, it was very New Japan, elbow to neck, back and forth. It wasn't really that impressive. I wasn't really into this match. The crowd seemed to be hyped up.
When
the crowd made the match.
When New Japan do it, they're actually hitting each other because you can feel it. These two are like barely grazing each other, and you could see it when I was watching it. This is the first time I've watched it that it wasn't on 2-speed, Marcus. I was watching this in real speed. And this show, like, oh, this does not look good.
Manny's like, wrestling's fake. It's a fraud. It's a fraud. It's fraudulent. They're clearly not hitting each other. But, you know, on top of that, JR got a little bitchy about the rules, and I agree. They were outside the ring for like an hour before the referee would consider his 20 count.
Yeah, the thing is, they need to clear up this. You can't have all referees do different stipulations and let things go between matches. No.
Well, the point that made me mad is that they're fighting on the outside, and maybe it's different referees, and they're fighting for an hour. But then later, fast forward to the 2003 match of Christian Cage versus
there was a 10 count that nearly went to 10.
Yeah, and I was like, wait. They're counting now?
Yeah, they
out of here.
They need the rules to be a bit more for everyone.
Yes. So Mox wins, and I believe it's the first time Mox was in front of a live crowd, right?
For a while, yeah.
Because everything else was Daily's place for the most, but other than the original run. But this is his first comeback. This is his first comeback show. I thought he got the response he deserves, and probably the pop of the night. I don't know about everybody, the loudest. I think people were really behind him. But,
it was. Do you know what? It's actually good to see a small glimpse of Machine Gun Carl Anderson, not the bullshit Good Brother nonsense he's been doing for months and years. I'm just tired of it.
The Good Brothers add nothing to the show.
They add nothing. They add nothing to any company they're in, other than bringing the locker room good morale.
Oh, come on! You can't say that they weren't the best part of Southpaw Wrestling. They brought that.
That was a taped show on something completely fictional.
They brought it, all right. Chad Too Bad and Tex Ferguson were Southpaw Wrestling. I'm just saying they brought it there.
So I've written some quick hits. Andrade is looking for Death Triangle.
He was. Or the ovaries of a vagina, because that's what their logo looks like.
Tully gets threatened by Santana and Ortiz.
I feel like there was I don't know. I feel like we're in different worlds with the Pinnacle or something.
I feel like that was it. First
I don't know where we're at.
I know Tully may be the evilest man in AEW, but that's technically elderly abuse.
Yeah, and where was Cody for that one, huh? He's talking about the Iron Attack. We don't kick 62-year-old man. Tully's like 80. Like other people are being threatened.
And then the first stipulation for Jericho is against Sean Spears, where Sean Spears can only use a chair. This whole segment got a strike.
So is this strike 1 or 2 already?
So we're going for
Raw haven't officially. You got like 1.
Yeah, the brawl counter we deal with at the end, if we even get there.
Oh wow!
Got there. Yeah.
Why
so
does this one get a strike?
Because anything Pinnacle related and Inner Circle related, instantly a strike.
Oh damn! They don't make the show then. There's a lot of Pinnacle and Inner Circle.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm tired of this. Anything MJF Jericho, it needs to stop.
I would just give the strike for Sean Spears.
Ooh. And then go on.
The fact that we never got a follow-up of the Sammy Guevara-Sean Spears feud, in which he was like, I'm not done with you, bitch. We never got a follow-up of that. He threw the chair at him, and now he's just moved on to, I guess, being the next opponent for Jericho.
Yep. And then the AEW TNT title gets another face look.
I like it.
It's
God's
the fourth
favorite champion.
It's the fourth one in the space of a year. Fourth.
Maybe that will be the legacy of this title, is that you can customize it. And, you know, he's God's favorite champion. I think the title will look good on Miro here. I'm okay with that.
So then Brian Cage versus Ricky Starks for the FTW title. A decent match. I'm just not a fan of the ending.
So, with this match, honestly, I was more concerned. Is Ricky's neck okay?
Yeah, I don't understand why they need to do
it. What are we doing here? And I'm really concerned about this. Brian Cage is a nothing in the company in which he loses through the smallest moves. People fall through tables, get coffin dropped, and shot a few times, and all these moves happen. Brian Cage goes down to the simplest moves ever. He got a spear from Ricky Starks, and I believe that was the end. And I guess he was hit with the belt too, but whatever.
But that didn't even make sense.
Of all the stuff that happens to people, it just seems like that shouldn't be enough for the guy with all the muscles.
But that didn't even make sense.
No.
I was like, why are they trying to pull a swerve when there was no even inclination that he was working with Brian Cage at any point, nor did they interact once he pulled the title away, and then he hit him with the title. I was like, this is a ridiculous swerve.
I didn't understand that at all, and they have done no justice to Brian Cage and the Murder Hawk Lance Archer, who's also going to lose next week. But, yeah. This match was solid, I guess, but it served no purpose. Team Chat is nonsense.
So the interference counter is at 1. The brawl counter is currently at 1. Unless we merge them and they're now at 2.
I don't know. It's your counter. I currently have, I'm just at 1 strike, and that's just for the existence of Sean Spears.
So we get the Cody Rhodes response to Aleister Black, Malachi Black. Cody first gets on the announce table, and there's this yammering about you can't take out an old man. And then that wasn't enough. He had to get a mic and go into the ring.
Yep, and talk some more. It's like, Tommy in, Aleister Black, or Malachi Black. I don't know why he got to call him hyphen. He got to say both names. Oh my God, he called me the N-word. And no one can say he didn't. No one can say he didn't in his speech.
Marcus?
Yes.
This is a man that sent racial tweets to my 3 English young lions for missing penalties.
Did he? Oh yeah.
This is a man that probably owns a plantation.
Yes. Manny, this is a man who said he ended racism by eliminating the race. This is ridiculous look. It's a ridiculous look. It's a ridiculous look. He came out like this. The chain and everything. I was like, oh, this is what he's going with.
Do you think Brandy said, that's a good look, son? That's a good look, honey.
I can see that. The tie matches the hair. That's all that really matters. So he goes out there and he starts calling Tommy in and Malachi Black, and they're going over whatever his name is, and he's like, you're a terrible person and all this and that, and then here comes old boy Tommy on the thing, and he's talking, and he isn't really making much sense. He wasn't really good on the mic here at all. I thought his knock on my door promos were better. But this one was more like, I am a simple man who lives a very simple life.
Yeah, he basically just said he wanted to put on out of his misery.
Yeah. And I needed to kill that old man. And suddenly he's like, well, say it to my face. And he's like, all right, then. And the lights cut off. He uses his superpowers. And Cody is now fighting another black.
So this is Brawl number 2.
Yeah.
So we move on. Hangman Adam Page comes out, says stuff. He wants to be AEW champion. Matt Jackson comes out, calls him the next greatest wrestling tragedy, which I thought, ooh.
Oh, he's gonna put him on Dark Side of the Ring.
And then we just learn that Adam Page wants Kenny in a match, but he gets an elimination match of the Elite versus Dark Order, and says if he wins, the Dark Order get a tag team title shot.
I see no benefit whatsoever for the Elite to do this.
No, neither do I.
Like I wouldn't do it. No, I just say no.
And there was a tiny brawl in this, so I put 3 with a question mark in these notes.
Yeah, and where's Mr. Tony Khan to say all this? He's like, yeah, that's great, guys, that's great, but Kenny, you got to fight the number 1 contender for the title. Yeah. Like that's what's happening. It's you don't have that power. I make absolute decisions, and I was really concerned that Tony Khan was about to come out and say, I have to say this. Oh, fuck this. But the Dark Order versus the Elite. This is another faction on faction crime. And the Dark Order has nobody in there. Nobody in there that I feel that can win this match.
10.
No, fuck 10. It's nothing.
But it ain't going to be 5.
Like, what are they going to throw the little kid at him? What is this?
I would. You can't slam a kid.
Yeah.
Because when especially when they all 3 of them look like that, because that is a sexual hate. That is a crime.
I don't even know. I can't explain their looks. Omega, I know you haven't seen The Last Dragon, but looks like the white version of Sho'nuff. Matt Jackson's outfit and Nick Jackson's outfit were ridiculous, and I don't know what Nick is doing with his facial hair, but I'm assuming he's wearing prosthetics because he didn't have facial hair last week. How did he grow that goatee in that fast? There's no way he grew that goatee out that fast. It's been 1 week.
To carry on a theme that happened on Tuesday's show, Jen posted on the mid-card mess and stated, "Why does Kenny look like a 90s porn star in Backstreet Boys attire?" To which I said, because Backstreet's back. All right.
Ah, boy. But in this segment, if you were to line all these guys up and tell me who was the AEW champion, couldn't tell you. They look like a bunch of goofballs, and they look like a mid-card act coming out there. Nobody looked like real champions. The Young Bucks, fine, they got attacked titles, but Kenny didn't look like no real champion.
But you know what the problem with this is? And WWE do it a lot recently, mostly when Drew McIntyre was WWE champion. When they get paired into like stupid tag team matches.
Yeah.
Where people should not be paired with the champion, and certain people should not. And more like when John Cena and The Rock took on R-Truth and The Miz, kind of shit.
A mismatch in time. You go, this is a mismatch.
But like, so you've got Hangman, who should be the future of their company, with the nonsense of the Dark Order, and then you've got Kenny and the Elite, who in this instance, you probably go, okay, they're John Cena and The Rock. And then you got the misfits of The Miz and R-Truth, which is Hangman and the Dark Order.
Yeah, wait, who is he going to bring? Johnny Hungy? Is it him? Stu Grayson and Evil Uno?
It's ridiculous.
Who's the fifth? 10? -1? Colt Cabana?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's even. It's an even match, but maybe they want to do the underdog story. So far, what do you think of this Hangman, Omega stuff? I think if they didn't have all the silliness, of the Dark Order
if you
involved,
flushed out all of that, if you flushed out all that stuff, it would have. It's great. It's good storytelling, because it's, as much as I've wanted it to happen so early, it's been drawn out, but they're ruining it with all this outside stuff.
They got to stretch it. They got to stretch to the pay-per-view. I just don't need more gang warfare. Don't need it every week. Every faction, every story is doing gang warfare. Like, even Jungle Boy is teaming up with Christian Cage, and they're putting him on the show. And I'm like, I don't need more gang warfare.
Okay.
Just give me matches.
Let's get onto that. So let's take a trip back to Velocity with Matt Hardy versus Christian Cage. Such a basic match, and a match I did not want to watch.
No, I had no interest in this. I felt like the crowd was eating it up, I guess, or whatever. But I didn't need this. I didn't need this throwback match of the week of whatnot, and I have nothing to even say. Christian's doing the spear when Ricky Starks did the spear. I have a problem with people doing other people's moves in this company all through the night, and I don't know. I didn't need this. I'd rather see Mandy Rose walk out to the stage in the middle of a Soiree versus Gigi Dolan match than this happening any day of the week. Any day of the week.
So I'm just going to rush through these. Wheeler Yuta versus Sammy Guevara was okay. Penelope Ford versus the Magical Girl, Yuta Sakazaki. Another okay match. Didn't light the world. The last two matches.
No, didn't care.
It felt. Do you know what? It honestly felt like they were wasting. They were killing time until they got to the Coffin match.
Yeah.
But Britt Baker cut a fire promo.
It was okay. It's okay. It was good, but it wasn't anything that was groundbreaking.
She always has at least two. She always has at least two lines in every promo that make you go, "Ooh."
What were the lines in this one?
The one when she said, "Vicky, you have a surname that will keep you relevant for all eternity."
It's been used before.
And then she said something that Nyla Rose was her next contender, and yeah, she's beaten her number time. And it just made me think of you comparing it to Brian McKnight.
Yeah, it was a solid promo, but I didn't really. I just I don't buy it where we're going with this with Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is not winning.
Okay, I asked you this question: who had a better promo, Britt Baker or Adam Cole?
Oh, I thought Adam Cole had the better promo.
No, get out of here.
But I'm against both of their opponents. Yeah, Adam Cole's the better promo. It was the better promo. It was the better promo by far. I just against that their opponents are the exact same person. That's mean. That's mean. I shouldn't say that. But
Bronson Reed, Nyla Rose? Question mark?
Apparently they like people who are plus size or oversized. They hate fat people. Although Bronson Reed brought this feud onto himself and decided not to go after his North American title anymore. He didn't want that smoke anymore. Now, I don't even want to deal with Hit Row anymore. They will fuck me up. So I'm going after this little man here. But I thought Adam Cole had the better promo. But
Okay.
I think the better feud, sadly, is Nyla Rose and Britt Baker. But I don't know.
Didn't this start off with hamburgers as well?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
So we get to the coffin match. Darby Allin versus Ethan Page. For the first time ever, the ending was trash. for a match they built as the first time ever, this was garbage. Like, yeah, they kind of sorted it out by him doing his own coffin drop through the coffin.
Hold on.
But
Jesus, no. My phone rang and it's because my buds are connected to my phone. I have no idea what you said other than this is trash.
it's okay. So the match is trash.
Hold
They
on.
kinda-
Before you start the match, I'm giving a strike to Druid number 1 on the first left. Emo guy. He looked like, I was like, why does he gotta bring it out? This coffin didn't need 6 people. This thing was light as a feather. Like, this the fake druids. Those guys had no reason to exist. And I thought that they had no production behind their coffin match. Get on.
Yeah, so
Right.
trash ending. The whole how he fell into it. They solved it by him jumping through it. But I didn't. But like, if you were gonna sell me on that match, it was awful, god awful. It gets the interference counter of number 2, and it gets a brawl counter of 4, which means this episode of Dynamite does earn a strike. So I'm on 2 strikes.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling this match. You know, it was solid. Seemed like the crowd got behind it as always, but they were just more into Darby. There was an old Sting showing appearance because Scorpio Sky hopped out of the original coffin, which I'm shocked he fit. But then again, I'm like, this guy's pretty small. That coffin seemed very small. Like, I don't know. It feels like they spent like $20 on that coffin. Like, I don't know what it was. I just didn't buy the coffin. Like, I was going, that's it?
Yeah, it's nothing like the Undertaker's ones. Those ones.
His giant fucking thing is like, oh, I wouldn't mind actually laying in there one day. Somebody pull me out. But it was just that. And, you know, wasn't feeling any of that. It was just, you know, it was just there. It was just there. And I didn't like the ending. I thought Darby is a fool for diving through the coffin like that. Because I'm like, you only hurt yourself doing that. Maybe cause some splitters for Ethan Page. And why was he still in there so long? It seemed like he shouldn't have been knocked out as long as he was. I don't know.
Yeah. And do you know what? The worst part is we're probably going to get called haters for this, but I don't care.
The razor edge on the stairs, though, just seemed like that hurts.
Yeah, but everything that happens to Darby looks like it hurts.
Yeah, and, you know, there's a point where I'm not trying to watch a stunt show of a man who's a self-masochist. Just give me a good match. I didn't need him trying to kill himself.
Yeah. So I can see why. For me, AEW started off well with the opening 2 matches. They weren't terrible, they weren't great, but they were okay and good. Then it started to just fall. Like it slid.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a Dynamite. I wasn't a fan of the matches, and more a fan of their, like, I guess, side segment. Even though I criticized Cody and his suit and outfit, I enjoyed him and Malachi Black for the most part, and the pull apart and how it looked and everything that went on there. I enjoyed most of that. But after that, I feel like things just went downhill.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there was nothing after that made me go, oh man, let me do this. And there was nothing that intrigued me. Andrade fighting the entire Death Triangle and showing how worthless that group is seems intriguing, but I'm going to enjoy the matches more than any stories they are doing. And I didn't understand the translator and why he was dressed the way he was in that segment. I was like, why are you dressed like a noir detective? And, like, you know, that lady walked into my door. She started speaking Spanish. I understood every word she said, and I translated it very well. But, yeah, after that, I feel like the show just fell apart. After Cody and the Malachi Black, it was just nothing that was like, oh, yeah, this is great. This is good. It's good.
Yeah, it completely fell off.
Yeah, the fans seem to try to hype up everything. Because the AEW fans, they overhype everything. And I was just going like, most of the stuff is average.
To be fair, though, To be fair though, I think NXT fans when they're in Full Sail do the exact same.
Yep. And they you know, the Capitol Wrestling Center this week seemed like they had a hype crowd for whatever reason.
I'm sorry, we got an Aaliyah chant. That like it was some type of graduation that you received.
Like, you did it. You finally did. Like, she had her own set. Like, no one knew she was going to the main roster, but all of a sudden everybody knew she was. Unless Triple H came out and said this will be Aaliyah's last match, guys.
You gave it a point.
One time, she's never gotten this. But overall, I felt the two shows were just okay. I thought NXT was the better show, and I think it just barely nudges through Raw. Although Raw was about nothing.
AEW for me stands out against Raw. Even though I did say Raw was probably the best it could have done in a long time to promote Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Only because we got Angry Bobby. I think that's really what it was. We got Angry Bobby, and that was more funnier than fucking anything else ever in the world.
Yeah, he was so pissed. So frustrated. And just over it. I don't need this shit. I'm gonna kill you, Coffee Kingston. And in AEW just felt like there was a happening going on. I just think the crowd propelled the show. They carried the show.
Yeah, they really did.
Up a lot. Like, they just had so much energy and just loved everybody. And those people did nothing. They did nothing for you.
They really did. And yeah, we may come out as AEW haters, but I don't care.
Yeah. I don't care what you say. Don't care. I don't care all 800 viewers of their show against our 8 views of our show. Alright? Compete with our Fiend video. Compete with our Fiend video. How you like that?
We just add three zeros to that Fiend video number, and we're close.
Yeah, we're right there. We're right on you, AEW.
We're coming for you. Do you think this man makes good fried chicken?
On the bet? No, because he doesn't have a bolo tie. The gold tie shows me he does not know how to make good fried chicken, and that he's trying to challenge the Colonel, and if you step up to the Colonel and come at the Chicken King, you bet not miss, because he gonna choke you. Chicken? But, no. Although, he does look like the greatest white supremacist of all time.
He does!
I'm putting him on a pedestal of white supremacy right now.
I bet you,
says,
because of the greatest camera shot, I bet you that suit easily has a hood next to it, like, that can be taken out.
It just pulls up. Like, even the camera would scroll down, you see Tony Schiavone's face. He had a very questionable look at Cody's outfit. And going like, are you sure in 2021 you want to be this racist? Like, you're giving me vibes right now, bro. You're giving me vibes. Like, if they were to redo the movie Black Klansman and they were going to recast Topher Grace,
Cody,
I would have put Cody right there. Right there.
And I reckon he'd say the N-word without any problem.
I bet he says it every night.
Like, you know when you make a white actor say it, you question how much reservation was there when they said it? Like,
like, oh, he said it naturally.
He said it really easily, and he said it with the R. We didn't have to change anything. He said it with a hard R.
he made script changes. Like,
he added about 1,200 more.
Yeah. So what's this you want to do? You want to do a one-man show of Django Unchained? I mean, all right, it's your decision. But yeah, now of all the things, do I believe Cody's a super racist? Maybe.
Maybe.
But I don't. But it's probably not. But I'm just saying he has very I might be a racist vibe. Like if I walk down the street and I saw that man say, I'm like, I don't know if I need to be going in there. Like, I don't know if I need to talk to that man. This dude is not approving my credit today.
So that's the end of the show, guys. Not that anyone's here today.
Nah, no one's ever here.
Disappointed in all of you.
It's summertime. It's the summertime. Everybody out there, you know, soaking in the rays, maxing and relaxing. Shooting some b-ball outside school. I can't remember the lyrics.
When a couple of guys came out of school, started making trouble in my neighborhood.
I got one little fight. My mom got scared.
Let me move your auntie and uncle and Billy.
Hey!
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you know, we have not done that any justice.
No. In fact, I was doing summertime. It just started, and it somehow it morphed into the Fresh Prince theme, which is all Will Smith songs to me. I can be singing, getting jiggy with it, and somehow you're moving with your uncle and auntie about it.
And you know why he'd be moving away? Moving away from this man.
Yeah, stay away. Stay away. Beware. Honestly, if there was a poster of Beware a White Man. No blacks allowed. Or if there was a mascot for All Lives Matter. There's him in that suit. All lives matter. Oh shit.
And you know how he'd lure them to kill people?
Hey, he would. Wait. Someone who was traded. This was literally a trade. If you were watching the NBA, you were like, who got traded this week? Yeah, it was Andre Iguodala and Cameron Payne got traded. Who cares? This isn't a Blackman trade. Why are you telling me this shit? They could have been free agents for all I know.
Yeah, so that's the end of the show, guys. Make sure you check out all our links in the description below. I ain't going to read them out. You ain't going to click on them. Make sure you check us out on Saturday on the
Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast.
It hurts so much. I hate you, Brandon Cutler. I hate you.
That's for being happy about me being miserable with you.
Come on.
When the misery combines, we are Captain Planet.
You're a planeteer. Oh man.
You put that out into the universe, and the universe got me. Ruined my summer. I hope it rains every day to suit my mood.
It's not rainy, Manny, because it's rainy because you're sad. Oh no, if you are rainy, come to California where we're in the middle of a drought. Your emotions do control the rain.
No, I don't think I'd be able to handle it. I honestly don't think I'd be able to handle it. I'd be a sweaty mess.
No, but you can make it rain with your tears. It's just being hot. It's all humid. Like, this is not working.
I'm done crying, Marcus. I'm dehydrated. I've run out of tears. My body won't make any more liquid anymore.
I can't even liquid. No more bodily fluids. I'm pissed dust now. I'm pissed dust.
Oh
Oh man. All right.
Peace.
Peace.